You know, when the leaders of the European Union, one of the world's biggest economic blocs, and India, the world's largest democracy, get together, people notice. But a recent summit wasn't just your standard diplomatic photo op. Oh no. This was about forging a brand new, strategic alliance for a very uncertain world. So, let's break down what this partnership really means for both sides and, well, for the rest of us.
So the stage was set in New Delhi. You had top EU leaders like Commission President Ursula von der Leyen as chief guests for India's Republic Day celebrations. Now that's a big deal. But this wasn't just a symbolic gesture. It was really the launchpad for a huge announcement, a clear signal that the relationship between these two democratic giants was getting serious.
And this quote from President von der Leyen, it just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures the whole spirit of this meeting. It's a direct answer to a world that's, well, grappling with conflict and shifting loyalties. The message couldn't be clearer. Maybe cooperation and shared values can offer a different path forward. This partnership is being positioned as a real beacon of stability.
To really get why this is all happening right now, we have to zoom out and look at the global chessboard. The old rules just don't seem to apply anymore, and both India and the EU are actively looking for reliable friends to help navigate some pretty turbulent waters.
Think about it. For decades, the US was kind of the main security guard in big regions like the Indo-Pacific. But now, there are some real questions about how solid that commitment is for the long haul, especially with the possibility of new leadership in Washington. So India and the EU are basically saying, okay, maybe it's time we start building our own security architecture, diversifying their strategic bets.
So, how do you turn all that concern into something tangible? Well, this summit wasn't just talk. It ended with a landmark security and defense partnership. This is the concrete step, turning shared worries into actual coordinated action.
Now take a look at this list. What's really wild is just how wide-ranging this pact is. We're not just talking about one or two things here. This covers the whole shebang, from securing vital sea lanes in the Indian Ocean all the way to fighting cyber threats and terrorism together. It's a truly comprehensive game plan for the crazy security challenges of the 21st century.
And this number? It tells you everything you need to know about how significant this is. India does not just hand out these kinds of deep strategic defense pacts. The fact that the EU is only the third partner, right alongside key regional allies like Japan and South Korea, puts this relationship in a very, very exclusive club for New Delhi.
But hold on, this alliance isn't just about security and defense. The other huge piece of this puzzle is trade. We're talking trillions of dollars. Both sides are champing at the bit to finalize a free trade agreement, an FTA, which could just unlock insane economic potential. But, as always, the devil is in the details, especially when you get to a sensitive topic like agriculture. This is such a crucial question. You see, trade deals often make farming communities pretty nervous, right? They worry about being undercut by a flood of subsidized imports. So what makes a potential deal with the EU different, maybe even more attractive for India than a deal with, say, the United States? Well, the answer is all in the numbers.
Okay, let's dive into this table for a second. It shows how much support different governments give their farmers. Look at that first line, the producer's support estimate. See India? It's in the negative,